Mo Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.
It's time for our Pepsi Pulse feature. Our Isaiah Aguon chats it up with musical artist Trance.
It's time for your Pepsi Pulse.
Another late night, I just pulled a double shift. Now I'm up in the Ville trying to roll another spliff. Me and you sound real good on some corny couple and I'm honestly glad that I really stuck with it, cause now I'm feeling like forever ain't enough when I used to hate love.
22-year-old Terrence Ogo, also known as Trance from a local group called Troubled Youth Guam, has been around the island's local music industry for the past 6 years. Trance told Uno Mix that he jumped into the music scene when he was just 16. He has been doing rap, R&B, and now trying to sing more often. Troubled Youth, or TYG's goal is to make and spread love through good music. When we asked Trance to describe himself in 3 words, he said persistent, motivated, and ready. He also details what his music sounds like.
While still trying to keep up with modern trends by doing that melodic stuff, having huge 808s in it, and all that type of stuff, but definitely very lyrical and thought-provoking. I try to write stuff and make music that can be relatable, because most of the time the stuff I'm writing about is just stuff that I'm going through. My type of music, very lyrical, very thought-provoking, and the reason I do that is because that's the type of music that I get inspired by. Like I remember the first time I heard an Eminem song and just all the crazy stuff he was saying, but yet it was like, it was real because no one else would say that type of stuff. So that's what I try to do with my music, is just try to create a relatability. Because if you can understand what I've gone through, what I'm going through, and it impacts you in some way, or you can relate to it, then I feel like I've done a job well done.
Trance released a new single at the beginning of this year called Paradise.
So Paradise is a love track that I wrote for my lady, and it kind of has like an island vibe to it with the guitar sample that's used. And it's basically about, finding someone that, makes you feel like home no matter where you're at.
He attributes his jump into music to local inspirations like Straight Up Jed and Claude.
There's a lot of artists that inspire me to do my to make music. J. Cole, JID, Eminem, Corday. Those are just the few I can name off the top of my head. But locally, there's definitely a lot of local artists that inspire me to this day. I mean, guys like Drowsy, Meta, Jed, and then even currently like Claude, within my own TYG camp, 99 Broski, Vent, Berto, Mikey, all those guys in my team inspire me to continue to make great music.
Jumping into the music industry in his junior year of high school, he shared his challenges while making music.
The main thing is time, definitely. It's hard to balance a music career when you have when you're an adult, you have to balance bills, all that financial stuff, your job, your family life, your relationships, and all that. But I mean, I think I've done a good job in terms of finding a balance with all that. Not necessarily like having a set schedule, but just knowing when, if I'm taking the time out to make music, then that's all I'm gonna do, whether it's like an hour or more. I just try to set that time aside to have that creative outlet to express myself. Another challenge in terms of making music is definitely money, but I think as long as I have a mic and someone to record, then I don't have a lot to worry about.
He shared this message for those who may be interested in kickstarting their music careers.
If someone's trying to start their music career, I would say just go for it, man. Just find a beat on YouTube, start writing, and definitely figure out what type of music you're trying to make, whether it's rap, whether it's R&B, soul, reggae. Just look at what type of music you're into and then make that. And And the main thing I would emphasize is have fun with it, because if you're not gonna have fun with it, then there's no point in making music in the first place.
Trance is working on getting more gigs in the upcoming future. He is also working on new music, which he hopes to release by mid 2022.
I do have a track coming out in the summer. I don't that's all the information I can give right now, because I kind of wanted to be a surprise.
Trance can be followed on Instagram and Twitter at TYG Trance, and the group can be found on YouTube at TroubledYouthGU. With this month's Pepsi Pulse, Guahusi Isaiah Aguon.
It's time for your Pepsi Pulse.
Can't wait to see what he has in store for us. After this quick break, Tyler takes a tour of G3's makerspace in Chamorro Village. You're watching Uno Mixed.
Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.